So this is an example of how we can cut out the side view of our laptop stand. This is the size of an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. So basically, if you put a fold from corner to corner, that's the angle at which our laptop stand will be. Your Chromebook would sit here and open up, the screen would be up top here. And these are for the slots to construct. Now, we're not going to have ours in color. This is just to demonstrate so that you understand. And there is a grid here, a grid option that we've never used before, which shows up like that. So I'm going to walk you through the steps on how to make this. So basically, you're going to start with a new vector page, and just like we've always done, and you're going to turn on the grid, okay? And it should look like this. Now, if you are zoomed in or either in vector or zoomed out, the sizes of the squares will change. So we want to be right at 100%. Now, you can also be zoomed in on your Chromebook. Shift Control Plus will zoom you in, and zoom negative will zoom you out. So if you've done anything like that, that may be altered as well. So we want to get back to 100%, which is this setting right here. And that will, oops, somehow I just altered it. And that will allow these blocks to be basically for every 2 blocks, this is an inch. So this green block is an inch, this blue block is an inch, 1 inch by 1 inch. So this is 8.5, 8.5 the short distance and 11 the long distance. So this is the size of a sheet of printer paper. And what we're going to do is you're going to make this block in the back. And if you look at the pixels, that would be 160 pixels by 180 pixels. So 160 pixels by 180 pixels, oops, I have the wrong dimensions here, is oh, I'm so sorry. 440 pixels by 340 pixels. There we go. I do have the right dimensions here. That is 11 inches by 8.5 inches. Okay. So if you put a rectangle, okay, so you choose that and you click and you type in the width is 440 and the height is 340. That will give you this size rectangle, okay? Then, step 2, I'm going to get rid of that so I can show you everything to show you where we're going. Step 2 is to draw a line from top corner to bottom corner. So what we're going to do is, if we have our blank rectangle, we grab the pen tool and we're going to just put our cursor till we hit that corner. We click, and then we go till we just hit this corner and we click. And so that we don't have a tail here, we hit enter. So that's our guide from corner to corner. And then what we're going to do is we are going to, we want our armrest up here, and this is where our laptop is going to rest. So this is the spot right here that we have to find. So our armrest is going to be 4 inches, and that basically will tell us where to put everything else. So I'm going to just take a rectangle and I'm going to make it 4 inches. Now, I zoomed out again somehow. Hold on. There we go. This is what your block should look like. So 4 inches would be 1, 2, 3, 4 inches wide and 1 inch high. The 1 inch high doesn't matter, but the 4 inches wide does. So we want a rectangle to be 4 inches wide. And basically, you can just click and say 160 pixels. So if we do it, let the computer do the work for us, we can click and we can say the width is 160 pixels, okay? Now the height doesn't matter. Let's make it a little skinnier so that it's a little smaller, and I want it to be a different color than my rectangle because it'll get confusing. We want to put it on here, and basically what we want is we want it to be 1 inch high off the ground, which is right here, and then we're going to turn it so that it's sitting right on that line. So I'm going to do some finagling. Okay, so we want it to be right lined up with that line, but I want the corner to hit right here. So I'm going to zoom in to show you. Move this over, move this down. So this line right here, this corner, is 1 inch high. Because I zoomed in now, it's 4 blocks, okay? But this is 1 inch high and it's lined up with this angle. And then our computer is actually going to rest right on here. So this is going to be a little longer. Okay, and our computer is going to rest right on here. So at this point, all we have to do is take our pen tool and outline this outline here. And then we're going to round the corners. So let me show you how we do that. We take the pen tool. And again, this project is only if you finished every other assignment. You are completely done with everything. You're all caught up. So basically what I'm doing is I'm just tracing these lines. So that's our armrest right there. Now this is where the laptop's going to rest. And then I closed it. So if I pull off what I just drew, that right there is our laptop stand, the side view. Okay. Then we just need to add slots to it. So this is the point that I would like to see you up to. And then we're going to save this and we're going to add slots to it on Monday. Okay. So again, we just need this outline. That's the point that you should be up to by now. And then I'm going to show you how to add these slots on Monday. Okay, so export it and copy the URL, okay, and download it. The other thing that I like to do now actually is when we're in this screen here, copy this URL as well. But you have to paste the first one or else you're going to lose it in your memory. So open up a Google Doc. I don't know if you'll be able to see if I open up a Google Doc. You should open up a Google Doc and paste this. Maybe what I'll do is I'll paste it right here in the file. I'm going to paste both URLs. So I'm going to grab the text tool. Sorry, I'm just coming up with this one on the fly. And I'm just going to put it, actually, I'll put it off to the side. I'm going to paste it, but then I'm going to move this off to the side. And then I'm also, that's the first one that we normally copy. Now I'm going to copy this one here because it's a little different. And I'm going to paste. And now I'm going to bring these two back in. But we're going to have to make them a little smaller. We'll be able to see them if we need them again. We can delete these later. But that way we'll have these. And then I'm going to export again. I'm going to download, and then that downloaded file I can re-import tomorrow, and I probably won't need these URLs, but just in case, okay? Okay, and I'll see you on Monday.